We begin this afternoon with the latest on the investigation into the deadly New Year's Day attacks. You're watching 13 News Now at 4. I'm Dana Smith.
And I'm Janet Roach. Police in two different U.S. cities are investigating acts of terrorism today. In New Orleans, police say a driver rented a truck, then purposefully drove it into a crowd of people ringing in the new year on Bourbon Street. He killed 14 people and injured dozens more. More on that investigation in just a minute.
And in Las Vegas, police say a driver rented a cyber truck, parking it in front of the Trump International Hotel and setting it on fire with explosives inside. We will have more on that Vegas explosion investigation ahead on 13 News Now at 5. Back to New Orleans, where authorities believe the man who drove a rented pickup truck into a crowd early on New Year's Day acted alone.
State and federal officials say there is no additional threat to the public. ABC's Morgan Norwood is in New Orleans with the latest on the investigation.
The FBI no longer believes other suspects are involved in the deadly truck ramming attack in New Orleans. The swift reversal after the FBI now says it combed through hours of surveillance video showing the moments it says the suspect sped down the jam-packed Bourbon Street, killing 14 and injuring dozens of others.
We've had 24 hours now to go through media, to go through phones, to interview people, to analyze those videos. We're confident at this point that there is no accomplices.
Shamsud Din Jabbar was killed in a shootout with police. The FBI now says the U.S.-born 42-year-old Army veteran drove from Houston to New Orleans New Year's Eve and posted several videos online proclaiming his support for ISIS, an ISIS flag recovered from the back of his pickup truck.
Jabbar explains he originally planned to harm his family and friends, but was concerned the news headlines would not focus on the, quote, war between the believers and the disbelievers, end quote.
The area where the attack happened now washed clean. Louisiana's governor saying with the influx of law enforcement, New Orleans is now one of the safest places on earth and ready for the Sugar Bowl, postponed from yesterday.
We're going to have us a Sugar Bowl. We're going to enjoy ourselves. We're going to keep those, who have lost loved ones in mind. And we're going to get on to the business of this city and this great country.
And the FBI says it is searching a home they believe is connected to Jabbar. They also say they've spoken with several people close to that suspect. They're urging anyone else with information to come forward. Meanwhile, Louisiana's governor insisting that the city of New Orleans is safe and that there is security in and around the Superdome ahead of the Sugar Bowl. Morgan Norwood, ABC News, New Orleans.
And investigators say they received more than 400 tips in the last 36 hours, and more than 1,000 officers have been pouring through the suspect's phone, laptop, and social media to try and find a motive. But the show must go on in New Orleans, as you heard. Kickoff for the Sugar Bowl just happened at the Superdome, and the game is between the University of Georgia and the University of Notre Dame.